Hey everyone, it's Daniel, founder of Connie. In this short video, I'm going to show you how our educational partners can work with Connie and essentially allow all their students. So if you represent a film school, you can enable all your students to use Connie for their school projects. So let me show you how that works. So right now I'm logged into the dashboard. Imagine that that's your school's admin panel. As you see down here in the lower left of the menu, you have a menu item called Student Accounts. So I click there, and essentially what you have here is a dashboard where you can manage access for all your students, and you can also manage what document templates they can use as part of their school projects. So let's first go into settings real quick. You can see when we create a partnership account for you, you get your own URL. Where students can sign up for their own personal private Connie account. Let me show you what that looks like. So they will land here if they use that link, and the school's name will be inserted here. So assuming they sign up here, they will show up as, if I go back to the student dashboard real quick, as a student account, and you have a full overview of the student accounts here. So right now it's just Connie page that have signed up for this demo school. Going back to settings, you can restrict the domains. So if you want to make sure that it's only students that have an email from your school, it could be like demoschool.com. So that could be your domain. You can also set an email address if you want to back up all the contracts that the students issue. You can have them sent to this email address here. You can choose whether or not your students are allowed to create their own document templates and use them. That's this check mark here. And you can also choose whether or not students are allowed to use the templates that are provided by our platform. So let's save changes. And then down here in the last box, you can set up some contact information. So if you want students to be able to reach out for one person at your school, you can enter the contact information here. So let's just for a minute jump back to student accounts. And so here you'll be able to see all the students that have signed up for a Connie account, and you can manage them. So you have a small overview here of how many templates they have, how many users they've invited, and the amount of contracts they've issued. So let's say a student comes to you and say, hey, I need a bit of help with this or that. You can actually go in here as an admin and say view account. So let's jump over to Connie's account here. So you'll see it loads Connie's account. And what I want to just point out here is down here in the lower left corner, you can see that your school's information will be shown along with the contact person's information, and it will say only use for school projects. So I'll go back to you as the admin, back to student accounts. So one last final comment on how you can manage students is if I choose this drop down again. You can also choose to disconnect the account. That's handy when they finalize the education. You can simply disconnect it from your admin panel, and it will enter into a regular trial period. And if they don't renew it, it will be closed down. You can also just choose to fully delete it. That will completely delete all the contracts content they've issued throughout the years. So that's another way to work with data and data retention. So questions, feel free to reach out. I'm here to help. This was a really quick introduction to how you can work with the student dashboard as an education.